It's a people, it's a community, it's a life, it's a heart, it's a spirit.
Parents of gay children say, I want my son, my gay son, to have the same opportunity to come to me and say, hey Dad, I'm getting married, as my non-gay son or my non-gay daughter.
The heck would you want a picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for?
You might just need to satisfy yourself sexually alone at that point.
Do I regret it? Not one bit. Did I think that I would actually take it the next step and do it again?
And what goes into their life, how they handle it. There are 12 houses, and each one of those houses has a particular function.
Look into yourself, think about it, and just be whoever it is that speaks to you.
Hi, welcome to Talking About It. I'm John Griffith, and today we're at the GLBT Expo at the Javits Center in New York City, and we're learning a little bit about some different groups and organizations. So come along with me and JC Alvarez, and we'll learn a thing or two. So we're here at the Expo, and I've got Carlos from the Trevor Project, which is a great organization. Tell us a little bit about the Trevor Project. What are you guys up to?
It's a 24-hour suicide prevention hotline for gay and questioning youth in America. And we have call centers here in New York City and over in LA. And 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, someone will always answer that telephone line for anyone in need. And it's a really great organization.
Now, what are some of the volunteer opportunities that you guys are looking for in case anyone wants to come out and volunteer?
Oh, we could definitely use more help with the phone lines. Yeah, definitely. If you go to www.thetrevorproject.org, you'll find out more information and you'll be able to contact us, and we'll send you information about volunteer opportunities.
Now, do volunteers have to be, do they have to have certain kinds of skills in order to participate? Can you tell us about what are the requirements, what you're looking for?
Yes, they do. Volunteers undergo a total of 40 hours of training, and you also have a mentor assigned to you throughout the whole process, and they'll be there to walk you through your first call as well. So you are always supported the whole time, and it's a really great thing. And it's only, let's see, 2 shifts, 5.5 hours a month. That's it, and that's all that's needed.
So the Trevor Project is basically an outreach organization that helps if anyone has any sort of mental or just depression issues in dealing with any kind of is it just limited to the gay and lesbian community, or is it open to anyone who may have any sort of issues?
It's open up to everyone, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, questioning, especially, when teenagers are going through, what do I do? This is so shameful, I don't know where to turn to. Definitely call the hotline.
Do you have any kind of, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but do you have any sort of statistics as far as how many gay or lesbian youth actually succumb to suicide just because they don't have this sort of outreach? Do you have any kind of information like that?
We have about 12,000 calls, actually more than 12,000 calls a year, and about every year I think it's 100 to 200 attempt suicide. Yeah.
So it's an invaluable process that you're committing to with Trevor Project, because there's so many people who don't have this outreach, and it's invaluable work. So thank you very much for the work that you do. Now again, give us that website information.
Great. It's www.thetrevorproject.org.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'm here with Paul Carr from GLAAD, which stands for the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. Okay, and exactly what services does GLAAD provide?
Well, we're known for our work in national news and entertainment, obviously, but a lot of the work that we do actually takes place in the cities and the towns and the communities all over the country. So we work with local LGBT centers, with statewide advocacy groups, helping them develop communications plans, develop spokespeople, and even kind of carry out media services like writing and editing press releases and pitching and placing stories.
Okay, so it's a full-service organization.
It's a full-service organization, absolutely, absolutely.
And people can find more information about GLAAD where?
At GLAAD.org, that's GLAAD.org.
And what will people find on the website?
You'll find lots of tools and resources on kind of media and reporting on LGBT issues. And you'll also find information about our GLAAD Media Awards. The New York Media Awards has already taken place, but we have Media Awards coming up in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Francisco and in Miami, and it's going to be airing later this spring on Bravo. I'm the national field director, so I get to work a lot with all the local and statewide groups around the country and with local activists kind of on the issues that they're facing in their hometowns. And so, you know, kind of the bulk of my work is really to help empower LGBT activists all over the country to help tell their stories in a compelling way that's going to resonate with people like my grandparents. So we've been making strides in places all over the country, and you know, we're there pretty much everywhere that things happen.
Okay, and are there a lot of volunteer opportunities within the organization as well?
Yeah, there are tons of volunteer opportunities with GLAAD. Not only kind of helping out with our media awards, we rely on volunteers to kind of make that fabulous event happen. But programmatically, we have media monitors kind of in media markets all over the country that help us monitor and respond to good and bad coverage of LGBT issues in local, national, and regional outlets.
Okay, yeah, it's rather an obvious question, but can you define good or bad coverage and an example of what you would consider such?
In a nutshell, that one's a little bit difficult. So, you know, we see things on the news every night, and some of it's really good, some of it's really bad. You know, and you know, we're kind of at a point now in the LGBT community where, you know, we're not having kind of like, you know, the same problems over and over again with one outlet. You know, we'll see on one outlet good coverage, we'll see okay coverage, we'll see bad coverage. And so, you know, it's really kind of our responsibility to help educate individual journalists, regardless of what station or media outlet they might be with, to make sure that whatever kind of reporting happens in the LGBT community is done in a fair, accurate, and inclusive way.
Do you think it's realistically possible that someday, you know, hopefully there won't be a need for the organization anymore?
That's a trick question.
Okay, well, I do want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me for a few minutes. The website, one more time,
is GLAAD.org. That's GLAAD.org.
Well, thank you again, and have a great day at the rest of the Expo.
Great, thanks for stopping by.
So we got Will Clark here.
Hi.
And where are we? We're at the Gay Expo.
We're at the Gay Expo.
What are you doing here?
I'm just wandering around, trailing for men.
It's a good place to do that. Yeah, so no, really, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm doing porno bingo every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 at the 9th Avenue Bistro.
Nice.
You can see it on my back.
There it is. There it is.
And on my front, I have a picture from this last week's bingo with Jake Dickard and Cheer New York.
Oh, so it's like you're advertising on your chest. Interesting. Very good, yeah.
You know, my mama didn't raise a fool. Well, she raised a porn star, but she didn't raise a fool.
Oh. So what else have you been up to? Anything new going on?
Oh yeah, actually we're just about to announce a big event that we're doing on August 2nd. For fans who know of Will Clark, they may know that I used to do the Bad Boys pool party out in Palm Springs and in LA. And you know, I hate to announce this because I'm not sure, I'm assuming it's going to happen, but you never really know.
No, this is a sneak peek.
It's a sneak peek that, you know,
maybe, yeah.
that we are in talks, and it's very almost certain that we will be doing a Bad Boys pool party out in Cherry Grove on August 2nd.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, to benefit the Imperial Court, and they donate their money to all sorts of great organizations. And we've got several stars already lined up and a couple co-hosts, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to give it a whirl and see if it works on Fire Island.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think it's great. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I think, all kidding aside, actually, the Grove Hotel has been really wonderful to us, and planning this, and sort of taking this adventure on. And
bring it to the East Coast. Bring it to the East Coast. Is this the first time you'll be doing it out here?
Yeah, it's because it's a challenge, because it was really easy to do in California because, of course, all the stars live there. So it's, you know, drive across town and come to the party if it's in LA, or, you know, get in your car and drive 2 hours to Palm Springs. So it's really not, it wasn't a big schlep. But here, there's not as many stars, so you have to fly people out, and if you're going to fly people out, you have to pick and choose, and then, you know, people get, you know, all, you know, crazy, you know. So,
I'll do it. Well, I'm not a star.
I invited you many times to be my star.
Stop it.
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds great.
It's actually, I think it will actually be a really good time. And so we're going to bring a little, and we're going to have some obviously drag people out there as well. And we have some musical acts. So say the Elemental Wizard.
Awesome.
Do you know him? He's really wonderful. And I'm not a big rap fan, but he's really good.
Oh,
he's
okay.
really gay rap. It's really fabulous.
Familiar. Yes.
And Naked. I'm sure you know Naked. Nekked.
We'll have to look into that one.
You got to meet these guys; they're great. And Telling on Trixie, which is like a gay rock band kind of thing. So we have like music and porn stars and drag queens, and it's all a fundraiser. And
so it'll be a multi-day event.
Well, no, it's all in one afternoon. This is all at the same party. So this is like a Will Clark thing where you come and it's all this different stuff kind of happening, and so it's not just porn. It's all about positive sexuality and being out and having a good time with your peeps.
Absolutely. So if our audience wants more information, where can they go?
You can go to willclarkworld.com, and it's not office friendly, so don't because there's a couple little things on there
I don't know what he means by
that your boss doesn't want you to see. And
you've been warned.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a mailing list if you want to have it, because I do a Monday mailing list, which is Will Clark 3. That's the number 3 at AOL. And I should tell you that the Yahoo people, because you have your email address is Yahoo, they delete people.
Yes, they do. Yes,
because you came back deleted, and I was like,
bastard,
he unsubscribed to my newsletter, and
which
then
I didn't.
Then I realized, oh wait a minute, there's like 10 people, and they're all Yahoo people. Oh, okay, so it must be like an automatic Yahoo thing. So anyway, so
we're an educational show, really.
It's you learn things every day here at JC's show. But anyway, so Porno Bingo every week of the year. We're on our 160th show. We've raised almost $60,000 for GLBT organizations. And let me tell you how many years it's taken me to just rifle off GLBT without stumbling.
That takes skill. So practiced.
Yeah.
Skilled and practiced. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, JC.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, always.
And we'll stay in touch.
Absolutely.
And see what's going on.
Okay, thanks.
Woohoo! Get out of here.
Hey, we're the Glamazons, and you're watching Talking About on Queens Public Television. And check us out at glamazongirls.com.
I'm here with Miss Lesbian Rhode Island.
Yeah, 2007.
Now, what does that title entail? What are your responsibilities?
Pretty much everything. Helping out the organization, making your voice heard through the community. Just pretty much helping people come out, where to go, what to do, what's the Rhode Island Pride all about. Just pretty much helping people raise money, help out the festival that we have each year.
That sounds like a huge responsibility. Now you can't just do this on your own. Is there like an organization that you work with specifically?
Yes, it's Rhode Island Pride. It's in Rhode Island, Providence area.
Excellent.
Yep.
And is there a website that people can go to check out what they do?
RhodeIslandPride.com.
Now, what does someone do to become Miss Lesbian Rhode Island?
Well, it's a pageant, just like Miss America, and you got.
Yeah, but you had to be really good at something. What did you do?
Yeah, well, I danced.
Oh,
yeah.
That's great.
I did a dance routine to Greece, because they have a theme each year, and the year that I did was 2007, and it was the Hollywood theme. So we had to do something from Hollywood. So I did Greece.
Oh, brilliant. That's fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for what you do, and continue to work for the community.
Thank you.
I am with Anthony Brown, friend of the show. This is your third time with me.
I think so, yeah. It's my 5th, 6th time here at the Expo. But things are changing. Things are really good now.
And you're here presenting what?
I'm here for representing my law firm. I'm the head of the non-traditional family and estates division of my law firm, McKenna Siricusano Chinisi, and I'm also the executive director of the Wedding Party, which is a nonprofit organization that was created to create positive media images for gay and lesbian couples and families. So in the past 5 years since I've been here, I would ask people as they would walk by, so have you protected your family? Do you have a will? And 5 years ago, 80% of the people would say no. This year, probably 90% of the people say yes. So things are changing. Things are changing for the better.
Yes, definitely. Are there any other significant changes that you've noticed? I mean, we spoke most recently about the marriage equality front.
There's some really positive changes that are happening in New York for people who have been married in Canada. There are 3 appellate court cases, medium-level appellate court cases, which have honored Canadian marriages, which I believe the question ultimately is going to go to the High Court in New York, but the reasoning for the recognition, it's all penned in the law. Everything is there. So I'm very, very optimistic that the first step to marriage equality in New York will be recognition for Canadian marriages and hopefully marriages performed in Massachusetts. So things are looking up. You know, it's a leveled approach. You got to be patient and you got to keep working, and you can't take anything for granted. But in the end, logic and the law will win out.
Right, and because there is not currently full marriage equality, what steps do people need to take to protect themselves in the eyes of the law?
Well, the good news is that there are things that couples can do. You certainly have to have a will. You have to have a medical power of attorney. You have to have a living will, a durable power of attorney, a guardianship designation, and if you have children, you have to go through the adoption process. You have to go through the guardianship process. If you know, to name your partner as the guardian if you don't complete the adoption process. So basically, the bottom line is you have to be more diligent. But the good news is that there are protections out there. Unfortunately, those protections don't come cheap. Like with marriage, you can get married, you know, in Vegas for $5, but you have to pay, you know, $1,500 to $6,000 or $7,000 to make sure your relationship is safe. That's the discriminatory aspect of it.
So that's one document versus how many dozens and dozens and dozens?
Exactly. One statement of marriage versus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 documents. So, you know, that you can do things. It's proactive. The law, the horror stories have shown that people actually have access to the law. They just have to be smart about it and they have to be aware of it.
Okay, and where can people find more information about what they should do and where they can go?
You can get more information at theweddingparty.org, which has lots of information. It has full information about marriage news, marriage commentary, everything that's happening on the marriage front. You can go to msclaw.net, msclaw.net, which is my law firm, and they will have information. You can read my page about everything you can do legally to protect your relationship.
Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here, and thank you for helping me tell my story.
Thanks. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the expo.
You too.
So we're here with Amber Rose, who's at the Gay Expo, promoting her new single.
Yes.
How exciting.
It's very exciting. I'm thrilled to be here. My debut single is called Destiny, and it's on the Billboard charts, amongst others, so it's extra exciting. And I'm performing tomorrow, 5 p.m., just before Fran Jolie, so that's also very exciting.
This is so exciting. So how's it feel to have a single, rocketing up the charts?
I can't explain it. It's a dream since I'm a little girl. It's happening. I'm very blessed, and I couldn't be more thankful.
And what kind of music do you do?
Dance music. Dance.
Have you always been impassioned by dance music?
I love all types of music. I really do. It just ended up that the song that I wrote lended more towards dance, so we went to dance, and I love dance. I love to dance, so I'm a big Madonna fan, and Cyndi Lauper fan, and Cher fan, so we went with the dance.
So I noticed that you're also here with LifeBeat, which is a very important organization. What do you do for them?
Well, actually, I'm going to be performing for LifeBeat Tuesday night at one of their homes, so I'm very excited. And I'm here to help support them because they do help, for AIDS support. So we are selling my CDs and giving half the donation over for LifeBeat.
Awesome, that's fantastic. It's important to also have a good, something to work towards and always give back. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Thank you for the work that you do. That's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, continued success. We look forward to hearing more about you and hearing your music.
Thank you very much. A pleasure meeting you.
Thanks.
And you are Detective
Alice Muniz with the Gay Officers Action League. I'm the president.
Okay. Well, what is the Gay Officers Action League all about?
It's a fraternal organization. We make up of members in the criminal justice profession. You have NYPD police officers, correction officers. You have detectives. Also outside, we do the tri-state area, so we have police officers from New Jersey and things like that. It's a fraternal organization. We have social events. And we also act as a liaison with the police department if there are any issues of bias or OEO retaliation cases as well.
Okay, so it primarily serves the law enforcement community?
Yes.
Is there any outreach and community service toward the general gay and lesbian population as well?
It does as well. We also pick certain other nonprofit organizations. This year we picked Sylvia's Place, which is a shelter for LGBT homeless teenagers, and what we did was around Christmas time they gave us a list of needs, which were very basic needs. I mean, I'm talking about toiletries and clothing and such. So we made that our organizational sponsor for the year. So at every membership meeting, we have our members drop off items so we can drop back off to Sylvia's place. We also do, we provide lectures on safety within the community as well.
Okay, so it sounds like you do a lot more than just serve your own.
We do a lot.
And the road to acceptance within the law enforcement community, was that an easy road?
No, we were established in 1982, and that was a hard road to come by. I can even imagine what members of the New York City Police Department encountered prior to the organization being in existence, because it acts like a safeguard, a buffer between the department. I mean, we still have our issues now, but nothing does not compare to what it was previously. We had to sue the state, the city, and what we do is we conduct a LGBT sensitivity training. So every recruit that graduates from the police academy gets a training and a workshop in regards to how to respond to LGBT-related emergencies, as well as just the community.
Okay, well, because each community, including our own, has its specific needs, and that's great.
It is, absolutely. It's just a part of the social science curriculum, and we felt like it was important enough to have its own workshop.
Okay, well, all the work that you do and all the outreach that you do is greatly appreciated. Where can people find out more about GLAAD?
You can find out information on our website, and I'll give you our website information in a second because I did not memorize it. It's www.GOALNY.org. And that has a list of all of our events. It has our history, our mission statement, and all of our contact information if anyone wants to join as well.
Okay, and is membership exclusively for law enforcement persons, or are there sort of sister or sub-memberships for the general public as well?
We do have sub-membership for others who want to support the organization who are not in law enforcement. We call them FOG, Friends of Go.
Okay, so the website one more time is
www.GOALNY.org.
Thank you so very much, and enjoy the rest of the expo.
Thank you very much. You too.
We're here with Mr. Will White of Live Out Loud, who's going to tell us a little bit about the organization.
Live Out Loud is a nonprofit organization that does outreach to LGBT youth. We do mentoring programs in Stray Gate Alliances in the tri-state area. We also provide scholarships every year to high school students who have already demonstrated leadership qualities and abilities in the gay community. So we have our next event coming up April 28th, our gala. Cheyenne Jackson is our host. Ralph Rucci, Tom Brown, and John Bartlett are all our co-hosts for the evening, and should be a fun night at the Chelsea Art Museum April 28th.
Great. So you're mainly associated with making sure that gay and lesbian youth sort of like excels and achieves their all-time goals.
Exactly. You know, one of the things that the reason I'm a volunteer for this organization, and one of the things that I think is so great about it is, in the gay community, almost everything that we do is reactionary. All the money that we raise is against something, and this is something it's very different, and it's supporting and promoting our youth in a different way, and you know, kids that are really achieving and doing things, and it's great to be able to support them. A new program that's being started through the organization is getting people to go back to their own high schools who might now have straight gay alliances, and speaking and showing what it's like to be an out gay man and achieving things in the big city.
Well, it's very important because we don't have enough role models, and it seems like your organization actually helps to, you know, fortify these role models for gay and lesbian youth.
Absolutely, and it's really important, and it's exciting.
Now, if anyone wants any more information on Live Out Loud, where can they go? Is there a website?
Yeah, www.liveoutloud.info.
And if they go there, does it sort of like break it down, the things that volunteer opportunities that are open to them?
Absolutely, there's everything. We're very e-organized on the site. In fact, for the event we have coming up, every form, every ask letter can be downloaded. You can buy tickets online. You can volunteer online, all kinds of different things. So
that's really great information. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing.
Thanks for
absolutely. Great, thanks. So of course we're meeting some really great people here at the Expo and getting a lot of information, but we can't go without really passing by Positive Health Project's booth and learning a little about safe sex, because you know what? It's always important to keep up on the latest safe sex practices. So we're going to take a quick peek inside, see what they're up to, and hopefully learn something more. All right, so we got Robin Stewart here, and why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization and what you do?
Well, Positive Health is a needle exchange harm reduction program that we stop the spread of the HIV/AIDS virus.
Okay. And I see you have a lot of, I guess, paraphernalia here.
Props?
Yes, props. Is this all for the purpose of safe sex education?
Demonstration. We're demonstrating the female condom and how it can be used in different ways, and condom usage period.
Now, what's really important is this is so much information to get out. If our viewers wanted to get more information, where would they go? Is there a website that you can drive them to?
I tell them to go to 301 West 37th Street.
Oh, great. And is there additional information on a website?
Yes, it's www.php.org.
Okay. And sort of like when someone comes down, what sort of purpose do these serve in the instruction? It's like, you know.
Well, the people relate if they see it.
Yes.
If they see it, they can, you know, no problem at all.
Exactly. So it's a visual thing. It's a visual aid to learning more about safe sex practices.
Yes.
Well, it's invaluable, the information that you're giving, and we really appreciate that you're out there and really, you know, doing this. So thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
Hi, thanks for joining us today on Talking About. We've been at the GLBT Expo. We've been meeting some people and learning about some different groups and organizations, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you and have a great day. Hi, welcome.